This, se- this is session 4B of our look at why read genealogies. We're finishing our look at reading for women's stories. To end its discussion of learning about women's lives in genealogy books, the New York Public Library's 23-page article on why to read genealogy books says, whatever their occupation, women of exceedingly strong character often emerge from the pages of family histories. Consider Mrs. Mary Wilkinson Cook Brown, 1776 to 1861. Described in an elaborate history and genealogy of the ballast in America. It says, she had strong passions, a strong mind, and a strong constitution. With comparatively moderate education, but energetic common sense, she was very much a woman on her own account and cut her way through the bramble of life heroically. She lived before the theory of sexual co-equality had blossomed, but was one of its practical exemplars in advance. She was not disposed to cower before that unjust and cruel popular opinion which tramples on female sinners as outcasts, while it excuses and coddles male sinners as favorites welcome in refined bosoms. She fearlessly presumed that there was the same moral standard for both sexes, equitable alike in its condemnations, its approvals, its consideration of circumstances, its excusabilities, and its opportunities for reform. These are only a small sampling of many edifying personal histories waiting to be discovered. And the New York Public Library's article's penultimate entry about women in genealogy books features a picture of men. It's a photograph of 4 men at a card table, engaged in the American pastime of playing whist. The caption reads, Sally Wilson Baker would probably have beaten the pants off these gentlemen whist players. The article goes on to say that women from the mainly prosperous families that compiled family histories were more likely to be employed outside the home, inside the home, than outside. But these sources document a wide variety of other ways women found to apply their talents. A winning example is Sally Wilson Baker, 1859 to 1906, described in A Genealogy of Eber and Lydia Smith Baker of Marion, Ohio. Described in that book as one of the charter members of the Women's Whist League of America and president for 9 years of the Women's Whist Club of Brooklyn, which she organized. She was recognized as one of the leading whist players of America and won many prizes and trophies in tournaments and competitions, and was considered one of the best and beloved, most popular players in the whist world. I'll share a bit more about the Women's Whist League of America. activities are detailed in the 1905 book, The History of the Organization and Subsequent Works. And you see here some of the memorabilia of the organization. It was founded at the end of the 19th century and saw significant early 20th century growth as women's organizations focused on promoting playing whist. The women valued the game for fostering social connections and competing in tournaments. While whist eventually gave way to bridge, whist leagues established networks and traditions for women's card-playing clubs, blending social engagement with a structural activity. While whist clubs have waned, the game has not altogether died out. For instance, the University and Whist Club of Wilmington in Delaware is thriving. Its official history says it's flourishing in large measure due to the 1958 merger of the University Club of Wilmington and the Wilmington Whist Club. In Black family heritage, you see whist as well as bridge clubs, pinochle clubs, etc. Here you see the covered wagon whist club. This club was founded in 1929 in Washington, D.C., when, again, social clubs served as critical spaces for women and particularly in Black communities to foster cohesion and uplift. About 40 members were in this organization, and they played a version of whist known as crazy whist, where the rules change for every hand, creating a chaotic and unpredictable environment. In contrast, in the context of early 20th century African American social clubs, these games were central to community building and cultural expression beyond the more widely known bid whist. Bid whist is more prominent in Black heritage now. The Encyclopedia of African American Society describes bid whist as a card game dating from the Civil War era with roots in the games of bridge and whist. While bid whist remains a staple of Black culture, particularly among urban professionals and Southern families, it is virtually unknown outside the African American community. The main difference between bid whist and whist is that whist determines the trump suit randomly based on the last card dealt, and bid whist adds a bidding phase in which the players get to compete to declare a trump suit or no trump and promise a certain number of tricks. As in bridge, bidding makes the game more strategic, and adding elements such as jokers and a kitty add chance variables. Black families playing bid whist is a deeply rooted cultural tradition, a cornerstone of community and connection. Pullman Porters helped to spread the game nationally, and it's now become a pastime filled with strategy, bragging rights, and family bonding. That completes our look at women in genealogy books and segues to African Americans. So next, see session 4C of 6 in the Why Read Genealogy series for a conversation about African Americans in late 19th and early 20th century white American genealogies.